Hey guys, what is up? It is Bib07 here again, and we are back for another RS3 main account vlog. Haven't actually gotten as much progress, but I think instead of going for progress goals, and I'm just quickly peeking at my comments here, don't have any, so just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to miss any for this video. But like I was saying, I think instead of going for progress goals on these from now on, I am just going to do whenever I feel like making them. Just got an effigy at QBD actually, and I did just finish up another full task of QBD. I got 81 of them, except I did 14 King Black Dragons because I had them as my Reaper task. So I did do 14 of those, but that was still fine. I now have quite a few QBD kills on here now. I'm getting up there. It's going pretty well, pretty decent. KBD, I only have the 23. I did kill 14 of them for that, like I said. Almost 200 QBDs on the counter now. I'm not sure. Hold on one second here. I'm just going to quickly check the QBD pet drop threshold. I'm not sure of it exactly. It might be 500 or something like that, but I'm just going to quickly look. I just wanted to show off my loot tab and do a little talk about my Slayer training in progress so far. If I could find the pet drop here, the Queen Black Dragon scale threshold is 500, so I'm still at the 1 out of 2500 drop rate for quite a while. Not too worried about that. I just wanted to check it. But I do have a new effigy, which is nice. I did just recently, like a couple days ago, I had like 3, maybe 4 effigies in the bank, and that's just really not efficient because I can't actually get any. Well, it's not that I can't get them, but the drop rate is significantly lower when you have them in the bank. So I went to an assist world, got all my effigies opened, and got about 100k summoning XP from it as well, which was nice. But yeah. Also, you can see in my bank here, I actually have a hard clue and an elite clue. On my main account, at the very least, I have decided I'm going to stop doing clue scrolls until the clue scroll rework comes out. Just because, honestly, at this point, they don't feel worth it, even though I like doing them so much and I really enjoy the whole do the treasure trail and get the casket and open it for the reward. I enjoy the whole process, and it's one of my favorite aspects of the game. I am just really disappointed with the rewards you get from it, and unless I get really lucky and get a third age item or a die piece or whatever, it really doesn't seem worth the time it takes to complete them to me. And the clue scroll rework is coming out in March, so just about 2.5 months away from here. It should be out, or not even 2.5 months, just 2 months, or 1.5 months almost, really. It depends when in March it comes out, obviously, but I'm really looking forward to that update. I rewatched their year ahead video to see when it came out, and they did say March, so I am looking forward to that a lot, especially the new tier of Clue Scroll, because that's probably going to bring with it a bunch of new unique rewards, which are going to be really cool, and hopefully I can get lucky and get one early on and get a big amount of money from it. But yeah, other than that, I do want to show off my loot tab here, which has built up quite substantially just from the 2 QBD tasks I've done from it. You can see a lot of Dragon Bones and Royal D'hide in here. The Runite ore especially is worth a lot of money. I mean, that is, whoops, that is like over 10k each, 11k each for those Runite ores, so that's a lot of money right there. I get a lot of the royal pieces, but honestly, QBD is still really good money. I'll actually go ahead and do a price check of the main loots I get from QBD here. I'm probably gonna miss something. I'm not 100. That is not QBD. I'm not 100% sure on everything that is from the QBD, but most of the stuff here is all in a row. I did do that Bandos trip. It actually sucked, if I'm being honest. Look at all these Snapdragon seeds, useless. Definitely should do more QBD on my Iron Man though, because you get a lot of these, and they're really useful. But yeah, Bandos trip straight sucked because at Zami I can easily sustain myself with Soul Split and not have to. Well, I eat a little bit of food, but the minions easily drop enough for me to maintain a trip as long as I want. At Bandos, I got absolutely smashed because Bando's boss actually does hit a lot with his melee attacks. It is his sort of signature, but I wasn't sure if it was going to be that bad because I have my level 80 armor, but it actually does smash me. So for all the kills I had to do for my Reaper task, I pretty much had to kite the boss, which was really annoying, and I left as soon as I finished my task, but I did get that done, so got a few drops from that in here as well. Other than that, I mean, some rare drop, table drops. I got a second Crystal Triskelion fragment. Actually, one of the bosses I've really been, or not bosses, Slayer tasks I've really been enjoying doing is elves. I've gotten them a few times. They're really, really good XP, and their money is actually pretty decent as well. You get a lot of coin drops and alchables, as well as these things down here. These herblore stuff is from them, and they're actually a really decent task to do, and I've been enjoying them a lot. But yeah, we've got the QBDs of royal pieces here. That, you know, I've got a few of them. I think I used one of the stabilizers or something to repair my crossbow. I probably need to use some more. Yeah, I could use another one to keep it up to snuff, but I'm actually not going to do that because I did get 85 ranged on this QBD task, so I can now buy the shadow glaives for using when I'm not killing QBD or any other dragons, because I'd still want to use the Dragonbane bolts. They would be much better even on a level 85 weapon. So I'm not going to be purchasing the shadow glaives for QBD, but for regular Slayer, the level 85 weapon would be more worth it, I believe. I just want to quickly look up. I know the Wyvern crossbow is going to probably be very expensive just because of its rarity, but I want to check just to see, because that would technically be better for QBD than the Royal crossbow, but I doubt it would be a reasonable price for me to get. Yes, it is 47 mil, so definitely not something I'm going to be purchasing anytime soon, or probably ever, because it is not really worth it ever, because I would rather just have a Noxious longbow at that point. And the Royal crossbow is good enough, and the shadow glaives would be also obviously be good enough. So yeah, that is that. The shadow glaives are more expensive than I thought. They are 7 mil and 8 mil. I thought they were lower than that, but still, it is not that much of a big deal. It's about 13, 14 mil for the set. Could easily get that, because you guys can see right here, whack this in. That is 20 mil in loot just from the QBD, not even all in there. Easily 23 mil if you include all the royal pieces and everything else in the tab that I didn't take out. Especially like magic seed, that's an extra 100k each for one of those. But if you include all this stuff, well, maybe not 23 mil, but you know, a couple extra mil in there on those. And QBD is still really good money to this day, as you can see with that 20 mil in there. But it's not as good as it used to be, even though it is still really quite good, because back in the day, the royal pieces used to be worth a ton, and now they're really not much to speak of. Like, you see one, it's just like, oh, okay, that's cool, I guess. A little bit extra onto the drop, but it's nothing really to get excited about. It's only a 90k addition to your normal drop, which is already pretty decent. So it is really not that great. The Dragonbone upgrade kits are literally almost worthless, 11k each, so definitely nothing to worry about there. If you end up getting a D-Kite, you know, it's 330k, but you really want a Visage as your best drop there, but I've only ended up getting the one Visage so far from my QBD kills, which is alright. I mean, it's not that great, but I feel like I don't really mind not getting any good drops. Oh, and also, what you really have to include at QBD are the potions that you get. These are actually a really lot of money when you actually come down to it. Look at that, 3.4 mil include if I would sell off those potions. So definitely nothing to be ignored if you're doing the QBD. And I have a decent bit of rocktails building up here from that as well. So you actually do get a decent amount of stuff in food drops and other things besides just the loot on its own that you would think of as the main items. But yeah, I could sell all that off. I'd probably be able to get about maybe 30 8 mil for my total loot tab if I sold everything, but I'm probably going to sell a few things off in order to buy my shadow glaives, but other than that I don't really have a need for the money right now. I'm probably going to do a calc pretty soon. Oh, I forgot my freaking VIP tickets. So that sucks. I got 83 Slayer. I'm close to 84 as well because of that QBD task, which is nice. I'm now able to kill spiritual mages, which will hopefully I will get them because they are a decent money task and pretty quick as far as excuse me, as far as I know. So hopefully I do get them. Because a lot of the tasks I'm getting right now do suck and I end up skipping them. Once I move on to Morvron, they'll be much better, so I'm really looking forward to getting 85. On top of the fact that I will unlock Abyssal Demons, which would be a very nice task to do as well, and would allow me to continue training my melee stats up, which I'm really looking forward to, because once I hit 80 attack, I can kill Vindicta in the heart, so that would be very nice to do. But let's go ahead and just quickly see what I get for a new assignment. Okay, I'll just go kill some Iron Dragons. That's a nice, easy task to do. Give me some points because I'm pretty damn low on points. Only got 77. I did prefer Black Dragons and block Jadinkos because those are terrible. So, yeah, that is what I'm going with right now. I really should do one of a kind for Celestials, but I really don't want to do Celestials because I did them so much on my Iron Man. It was crazy. I kind of almost don't even want to do them, but they are such good charms, and I really want charms on this account. I've actually got a pretty decent charm stock going here, but I would love to get some more because Pack Yak is going to be so nice to have. I'm dumping all my bonus XP from keys into summoning, 500k in there at the moment, and I don't know. I'm hoping by the time I reach maybe 90-ish Slayer, I might have enough to get a Pack Yak. Double XP weekend is actually coming next month in February, so I'm probably going to start buying up summoning supplies now that I think of it. I'm probably should do that sooner rather than later and start getting those before they get too high in price. So actually that is a good thought of mine. I'm going to have to do that. So yeah. But other than that, I mean, I've got these Iron Dragons. I just wanted to talk about the loot I've been getting and the task. It's been the QBD tasks have been really nice. I'd highly recommend doing QBD to anyone who's a mid-level player, such as myself. The only problem is if you don't have Soul Split, you are going to kind of get absolutely shreked, which kind of sucks. That's why I prioritized Soul Split straight up before anything else on the account. I thought it was the most important thing to get for doing things like God Wars as well as QBD, lower leveled to mid leveled bossing. Soul Split is definitely a very, very helpful thing to have. So that is what I would recommend to any of you. I would highly recommend prioritizing doing Soul Split first, just because it'll help you out so much for QBD, and QBD is just such good money. You could easily straight camp it for overloads, which would be your second thing to go for. I would recommend Soul Split first, overload second, and then Pack Yak as your third in terms of the 3 pillars of PVM, which is what I'd say they are, is those 3 things. Obviously gear is important too, which is why I am quite invested in my gear setup. I have the Anima core of Zamorak and of Saren, so it is a decent amount of money, as well as my Virtus Wand and book set. And I'm even going to put in more money when I buy the Shadow Glaives. So I would highly recommend you do the Soul Split first and then work on maybe gear as well, getting some good decent gear from Slayer and then going maybe towards overloads. I don't know. That's basically my plan at the moment. But other than that, I don't really have much else to say for this video. Kind of a little just discussion of my progress and stuff. I'm going to continue slaying, do this Iron Dragons task, which is always a nice one. Hopefully I can get some more elves. I really like that task a lot on this account, especially because I have Soul Split. It is a bit annoying on my Iron Man because I do have to like farcast them basically, but in this account it is much, much easier and a lot more AFK-ish, and it's just such a nice task. The XP is so good, including Magic XP, which is actually decent there. So I really am enjoying those, and any more black dragons I'll definitely take for some more QBD. But yeah, like I said, probably going to sell off this whole loot tab quite soon and start buying up summoning supplies for that double XP weekend coming up in a month. See you guys in the next video though. Also, as far as my Iron Man goes, just been doing a lot of harps on there at the moment because I am currently doing Slayer on this account, so trying to do AFK on there. But yeah, like I said, see you guys next time. Peace.